This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Morning.
We had Rhys Nicholson on the show today. Great comedian.
Yeah, we had a bit of fun there. We celebrate our producer Amy's birthday.
We did. We talk about things that your partner might have thrown away that really annoy you.
Yeah.
And businesses that just don't seem to be trying at all.
And we almost forgot.
Jeff Benedict, US author, who's written an unbelievable book about LeBron James, Nate.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
On Nova 937.
It's 356, Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Nat's back. Scurvy. The scurvy battle is finished.
I take that many
How were you
vitamins.
with
It's not
scurvy?
funny. Vitamin C is not a problem for me. I take plenty of it.
Yeah, we learned a lot about scurvy yesterday after diagnosing you with it. You got to look out for blue and red dots on your shins.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
Can we check your shins at some stage during the show?
Good to
Yes,
go.
no,
I'll tell
shin
you what.
dot 71.
No, last time we saw you, it was last month, officially.
How about that?
It's been a long time.
Here we are.
Now,
Well into May.
Well and truly into it. I felt all of it this morning.
today's show, we've got comedian Rhys Nicholson on. He's got a comedy show coming to Perth.
We're going to catch up with a guy who's written the book about LeBron James, if you don't mind.
God, LeBron is firing. What about Steph Curry scoring 50 yesterday?
How about that, eh?
Yeah.
I can't remember ourselves. We've
10K
got
a day.
10K a day.
In May.
We're doing it twice today.
Yeah. Duh.
Fantastic. Good news.
All right, shall we just bang into it?
Yeah.
Nothing beats a cosy winter getaway.
Or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place.
Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's our producer's birthday.
Amy
today.
forbade us to talk about it.
Amy,
And
come over here.
as our producer, Amy forbid us from talking about it, and we are spitting in her face, even though it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Amy.
Thank you, team.
Amy, how old were you when you started here?
Gosh.
It's spring chicken.
I was 29,
Yeah.
turning 30. So I had a 30th,
Yep.
and I think Nat, you came. Nathan,
Yes, I
think
did.
you
Yes,
popped
yes,
in,
yes.
I did.
And Sean couldn't make it.
You were
memory.
single then,
That
and
tracks.
you didn't have kids, and now
She wasn't
you're
single.
married.
She
and
was
you've
with
got-
her partner.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I was with
then?
Alex. It was new.
Yeah.
It was
New?
new.
Oh, I was new.
And Perth
discussed it
would like
regularly.
to know, how old are we now?
What have I done with my life?
How old are we now?
41.
41.
41.
Some of us wish we were still 41, so
Yeah.
don't feel bad.
I'm
Don't feel bad.
so glad you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
I just am, because a lot of our team aren't.
No, that's true.
And they walk around like it's the pride of the nation that they're younger.
And they go around going, oh, God, I'm nearly 30. And you just want to slap them.
Like Harry, Ruby, shut
Yeah,
up. Ellie.
so many
Ellie.
Sam.
Ellie doesn't know anything. Ellie, from before Ellie was born, Ellie doesn't know about anything that's ever happened. So
No.
anything we bring up, she goes, that's so 40. It's like, well, no, that's just history or pop culture. Like, look beyond your birth date.
100%.
Yeah.
So you must be celebrating in a huge way today.
Huge.
Yeah.
So we get off air at 9.
Yep.
Then my work day normally finishes close to,
Lunchtime.
lunchtime?
Yep.
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 Go to the gym,
Yep.
Yep.
go home, get changed, go pick the kids up from school.
Yep.
Yes.
And
They
then
get to have a play after school,
go out and,
And then-
paint the town red.
go home,
Yeah.
get dinner ready.
Well, that
Clean
won't
lunch
they
boxes.
lay it on thick for you though?
Who?
Your day,
Who?
your husband and the kids.
No.
Can I just say,
No, it's so sad.
When
no
do
plans.
we start teaching children about real birthdays,
Yeah.
adult birthdays? You know what I mean? These kids
Yeah.
get like weekly countdowns.
Oh,
your
you mean
birthday's coming.
Charlotte has
You
a
mean
countdown,
joyless
yes.
birthday?
Joyless birthdays, and then they're all, oh, there's cakes, there's ribbons, there's presents. Oh my God, it's all about them. And then,
100%.
like, I mean, it's such a shock when you get to a point where no one cares about it or you.
Mate, I'm in
true.
a household of no one
It's
that
not
cares.
true that no one cares, Nathan.
Yeah.
Because Amy did get some presents this morning.
She did.
Yeah.
So, Amy, what did you get this morning?
I got a lovely fur bomber jacket from you, Nathan, that we
Yes.
went out and bought together.
Yes, we did.
that's
Little
nice.
shopping
Yes.
That's
expedition.
lovely.
Yeah.
Ruby on air.
Yeah.
She
From the early show.
From the early show, got me a bottle of red.
Lovely.
Nat came in
Yeah.
and gifted me a lovely bottle of gin because I'm a gin drinker,
Yes.
a wine drinker.
Yeah.
So am I. I'm a gin
what
pusher,
did you,
so
what
this
did you get from Sean?
A cuddle. A hug.
And a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So let's go back to your birthday last year. What did I buy you? I bought you a handbag.
Yes.
A really nice handbag, and
Yeah.
Natalie got you some
A bottle of gin.
and
And
glasses.
some gin glasses.
And
Yeah.
And some gin glasses.
Yeah.
Sean, what did you get Amy last year?
Probably said happy birthday to her.
Now, this is the thing from last year, right? Last year, we were sent these amazing gum boots that royalty wear, right? Like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Queen and all that sort of stuff from the B store.
Hunter boots.
Hunter boots.
A
And they're
fashion boot.
amazing.
Yeah,
right?
they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they were brought in here, and then Sean was sort of like, oh, well, I don't think I'm going to use them. And Amy was obsessed, went, oh, my God, they're amazing. Sean, if you're not going to have them, I would love to be able to use them. I'll go over and swap them to my size
Yeah.
at the B store.
Yeah.
And then Sean was like, oh, yeah, maybe. Anyway...
He left them sitting there in
Yeah.
our office in
Sitting
her
there.
full view for months.
So-
literally
Trawling.
months.
So Amy's birthday's coming up, right? And then we're saying to Sean, you know what? You should just go
Give her the boots.
go over there, get the size changed, and give Amy the boots. They're what
They've
she wants
cost
is
you
the boots.
nothing. You got given them.
Yeah, but as a gift for Amy's birthday, I think it was the night, a couple of days before Amy's birthday. What did you do, Sean?
I took them home and I wore them to netball and football games many times over during the season.
That makes
Because
me
they're
happy that you
waterproof.
use them.
And I thought, these are great. By the way, what brand were they again?
Hunter.
And I mean, Amy's ultimate present is you being dry.
What a gift. What a gift. Yep.
Oh, Ames, you nearly make me feel bad.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
McManus gets a shove, doesn't like it.
Barking the instructions as he goes.
Older Stalker on the ground today.
How about that?
The Chevron City to Surfer Active is back on Sunday, August 27th. Register now to save on your 4 or 12 kilometre run, walk or roll. Head to perthcitytosurf.com.
Let's have a shout out to West Aussie Hannah Green, who took care of the LA Championships yesterday. It's her first win in golf since 2019.
Yeah.
She said she had a bit of a bad run. She was getting close. She just couldn't close out any games. Won $450,000. I think that might be US. I'm not 100% sure with that one. But this is Hannah getting emotional after the event.
I'm really proud of myself for hanging in there because I really didn't think that I'd be in it with how I was playing and making so many putts. So, yeah, I'm just obviously really happy, but the other emotion is coming out right now.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've felt that way.
I wonder if I'd cry. Do you reckon you'd cry if you won lotto? Like big lotto?
I don't think... I don't
even $1 million.
know.
If you were to win $1 million, would you cry? I think I'd cry. I'd cry. Yeah, I'd cry.
No, I think there's
Have a conversation with yourself about it.
Is it clear he'll cry?
I think I'd cry.
I don't know if you would. Because,
Well, no, because you would have to immediately switch into, oh my God,
All
I
the
need to
deals.
remember all the people I've
Yeah,
had to deal
yeah,
with
yeah.
and avoid them.
Yeah,
no, I think
half
there's
of
a
that
big
money will go
difference. There's a big
on
difference.
lawyers' fees for you, trying to absolve all the deals you've made.
I think there's a big difference, right? So she's been emotionally invested and this is her career, invested
Oh, no,
in
I
that
get
moment.
that.
for
Oh, and
that
also
moment.
just the tension
Yeah,
even of playing
versus
the
a moment
last round.
in
Yeah.
time when you have a great victory that's unexpected.
Yes, where you haven't actually done anything to do
You
it
haven't
other
done
than buy
anything to
the
win
ticket.
lotto.
So, what amount of money would bring you to tears? Not including the
Mate,
amount
if you
you
gave
have
him
in your wallet
$20
today.
now, he would cry. What about, like,
Have
if
you,
you have
has
a...
there ever been a day that I've had $50 any money in my wallet? There's not been a day.
Shrapnel Sean, we call him.
What amount of money? God, that's a good question.
Might it be $1 million? To be honest, I think I'd even cry for $100,000.
No way.
I think I would.
But just by like
Why don't
lotto.
you just look down the back of the
Because
couch
straight
then?
away, what I would do is I would give that straight away to, like, anything like that. I'll give it all to my parents, and that would make me.
Oh, that'd be a great
emotional
feeling. That'd be a great feeling.
Yeah, but even just the winning of it, I think I think I'd be really appreciative.
Oh, I'm sure everybody would.
But then again, when you're looking at the amount of money you have, like, what's $1 million? It's like, bread
And that's
money.
just,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Do you think...
It's like,
do you
I've
think-
taken a pay cut.
That's just running to the shops money.
The man who has no money ever in his wallet has 5 people to pay for.
Got a lot of receipts in there, though, to be fair.
I keep those parking receipts. Don't worry about that. Now, moving on right now, because I wanted to talk about the West Coast Eagles. People are starting to write stuff about them.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, they've got to fill the papers somehow.
They do.
And they're an easy target at the moment.
Well, they are. They're going horrendously. They've have been losing by an average of 11 goals.
Yes.
Adam Simpson says they can withstand what's going on at the moment, but they're certainly not happy with what's going on.
The bigger picture and what we're chasing and our list transforming and rebuilding, we really want to get to the draft. We want to develop our players as best we can and we want them available. So unfortunately we've taken a backward step on the weekend, but overall we've seen some good signs with some of our younger players coming through. So bigger picture wise we're still heading in the right direction, but at the moment we need to respond from the weekend.
That right direction is going to take 3 years at least.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to go with the draft. But, Nat, here's the thing. Everyone's happy to accept that now, but last year and at the start of this season, people were going, oh, yeah, we'll make the 8. Come on.
Well, you've got to be optimistic.
Give us a rest.
I'd forgotten that they had actually beaten somebody this season. That staggers me. I had to go back and see who it was.
Who was it again?
Greater Western Sydney. They beat
Giants.
them. I know. It's hard to believe, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can turn things around.
Yeah.
But if I was a West Coast supporter...
It's tough with the injuries that they've got now, and the personnel issues are massive. They get one player back and lose 3 every game to injury.
I've got to say about the personnel injuries, because everyone's saying it should be the best players out there playing, and I agree with that. And of course they make a difference, but those best players have been injured for 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean,
3 years.
well, last year was a particularly horrendous year, and we thought, oh, that can't happen again, and it's happened again. And people like Jeremy McGovern, who broke ribs last year, that's just bad luck.
No, that's bad
and
luck.
then does a hammy this year, and you're like, far out.
Well,
he's one of our best players, and he hasn't been on the track for 2 years.
What I'm hearing when you simplify it is they need some best players that aren't injured.
Well...
Where do you get
break
them?
things down like
what
no one
shop
else
do you
can.
get them from, Nathan?
The uninjured best player shop. I mean, it's clearly stated there above the doors. I don't understand why no one's going into the shop.
I know. Tell Simo.
And just finally, tomorrow the AFL should announce that Tasmania have been approved by the 18 presidents as the new licence. We know that's happening, but the presidents have to sign off on that, and that should happen today.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Shaun,
Yes.
You're just complaining.
About a $10 missed discount.
Oh, I'm furious.
So Megan got rid of one of your discount cards.
No, you know
your
how everyone
loyalty
has
cards,
discount. Yes,
loyalty
because you
cards.
brought up the fact that Brian has. He's a member to everything.
Oh, my dad.
And we've
yes.
all been a part
If
of
they've
it.
got a loyalty program, he'll sign up to it.
Kathmandu, Anaconda, Spotlight. He doesn't judge.
Yeah.
He's a member of every organisation in business.
One of my favourite ones is to be a member of this Japanese place up the road. It's called Silver Sushi.
Yes.
Nat, and you know where it is.
I do.
Anyway, I go there and it was kind of like a treat, a Friday treat. I'd have a chicken udon. That was my go.
Oh.
And anyway, and then there was a few Sundays that I'd use this loyalty card and I'd just zing up the points left, right and centre. And after you go there, probably for my family, probably three goes, I'll get $10 off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the missus went through my wallet the other day and she just said, oh, you got to get with the future, mate. This is an old man's wallet, and put a couple of my cards on my phone.
Yes.
And then she ditches the ones that she doesn't know
Including
or
the
doesn't like.
sushi loyalty card.
Yeah, so I went in there the other week and I went to pay and they said, you got your card, Shaun? And I was like, I couldn't find it, so I go home and I'm going off my head, obviously.
Because it's a $10 discount.
Yeah,
Keep
but at
going.
that stage, now, this twice I've been now, and I would have got $10, and then I would have got more points, and I'll be close to the next $10 in the next 2 weeks.
Shaun, you just spent a little while ago, banging on about how you wouldn't cry for $1 million if you won it, but yet you're crying over a $10 discount.
Pretty mad about a $10 discount
at a sushi shop.
I don't think they're linked.
I think your priorities might be wrong.
Do you reckon? But it's the same thing goes for if I don't get 4 cents off at the Caltex. I'm furious.
What are you talking about?
But he won't cry if he won $1 million.
No. Well,
I'll be relieved.
That's not an emotional thing.
No, it's not.
He'd still, if he won $1 million, he'd still want a $10 discount at the sushi shop.
But take 4 cents a litre away from him. Oh! Shaun is still reeling over the fact that Megan threw away this bloody loyalty card for the Japanese sushi place.
Yeah, absolutely. It cost me $10 and I would have already built up some more points. But, you don't... When you're in... Even living at home... Because I was going to throw you guys... when you're in a relationship, but you couldn't identify with that. But,
Let's go now.
I have been in a relationship. I've got a memory.
When your partner throws stuff out.
I've read about them extensively and seen them on many different series.
It's infuriating.
Well, I mean, look, granted, Natalie and I in our lonely lives know that when we put something down at our house and we walk away, it's going to be there when we
It's
get
gonna
back.
be
And if
there.
it's not, then that means a murderer's in the house. But, like, things like that would infuriate me.
Yeah.
That's why I probably don't think I'd be built for a relationship. I was telling you guys the other day, a couple of my friends, I won't name them, but he had been asked by his wife to go down to the charity bin, right? She goes, I'll put a thing of clothes, a bag of clothes in the car, take them down to the charity bin. He goes, no worries. So he does that. And then the next morning she's given him a call and she's angry and said, why didn't you take those clothes to the charity bin? He said, I did. And she goes, no, you didn't. He goes, yeah, I did. I went and got them out of the boot and I took them to the thing. She goes, oh, my God, what clothes did you get out of the boot? And then she ran to the car and she looked in there. Now, these people have very expensive taste.
Yep.
And the bag that he threw out was the wrong one. And the bag that he threw out was designer clothing for their children worth about $3,500. She went ballistic at him and demanded that he go back to the charity shop and get it back.
No, you can't do
How
that.
do you do that?
You can't
And
do
I
that.
said, you cannot. You cannot. He goes, I'm not going in. He goes, it's in the bin. I said, that's even worse. You fishing
You can't
clothes
go
out of a bin. Anyway, I said, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Anyway, I rang him later on that day. I said, did you do it? And he goes, no, I didn't do it. And so he goes, don't worry, she did. She went back.
No, you can't do that. I mean, and if you're foolish enough to spend $3,500 on designer clothes for your children, you can probably afford to replace them.
Oh, that's not foolish. They can just afford it. You know, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can afford it.
Yeah.
So
Like me.
don't take them back from the charity
Like me,
shop.
trying to give me $10 off the Japanese place.
$10.
Why don't we talk about the things that you'll never get over your partner getting rid of?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, and it can be something small as a $10 loyalty card, but like they didn't
super
check with
important.
you and they got rid of it and now you don't have it
And
you're
you've suffered as a result.
Oh, we're going to give
Having
somebody
to pay full price for your sushi.
We're going to give somebody a family pass to the Sea Monsters exhibition. It looks amazing. Plus, we'll give them $100 cash to spend while they're there. The Sea Monsters exhibition is now showing at the WA Maritime Museum until July 16.
Nice. Did your partner throw out something that you're still mad about? We're talking about when one partner throws out something and the other partner is furious about it. Doesn't matter what the value of that is. Sean lost a loyalty card to a sushi shop where he would have got a $10 discount.
$10.
And he's furious.
I need that money.
Yeah. Remember the loyalty card that I had to the Nippon over the road, the sushi shop? Remember, I would have had enough. I could have bought sushi for the whole of Subiaco for 3 years by how much loyalty I'd built up.
Yeah, but you never cash anything in.
I didn't cash it in, and then I lost it.
I lost
There's a
I
parable
could have
for life,
retired
Nathan.
on tuna sushi.
Let's go to Chelsea and Averley. Morning, Chelsea.
Hello.
Hi, Chels.
Hey, Chelsea. What got thrown out?
Anything and everything that's not useful to my partner, no matter how valuable. If it doesn't, for example, the mail, I have to race home every day, and that's the first thing that I get. Otherwise, it's in the bin.
I saw he
just
just
gets the mail
chucks out
and
all the
ditches it.
mail.
If it's not addressed to him, he'll bin it or put it somewhere where I'll never see it again.
But, like, what if it's, like, really important stuff?
No, it's not for him, so he
He
doesn't
just
care.
assumes I get it on my phone.
I've never heard of anyone having to rush home before their partner because their
know.
partner's going to throw the mail away.
Chelsea, you're going to have to get a private post office box or something to get
I
around
have thought of it.
Wow.
Funny.
That's full on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chels. All right. Well, I've never heard that one before,
No,
Chels.
me either.
Let's go to Shannon in Wandy. Hey, Shannon.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Shannon.
All right.
Shannon.
Yeah, someone's been... your partner's thrown away something. You'll never let it go. What is it?
Yeah, so I don't rewear outfits. It's a bit of a thing. So I've collected over the last 12 years, like,
Sorry, Shannon, we've got to stop you.
First
What
of
do
all,
you mean?
that is
I
ridiculous.
don't rewear outfits. It's just a
So
thing.
to weddings, parties, and, like, special events. So
Okay,
I'll
so
buy
you
dress
yeah,
for
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yeah, and especially if it's been on the socials, I'm guessing, because people will go, oh,
Yeah,
what is
exactly,
she,
yeah.
poor?
I'm not a repeater.
Okay.
So he had, like, 5 storage containers of dresses and shoes and jackets that I'd been collecting over 12 years. And he threw them out on our Vergeside collection.
Oh, the Vergeside collection.
So, what were you, if you're never going to wear them again, what were you going to sell them at some point? Why did you have 12 years worth?
Yeah, he asked the same question. I don't really have an answer.
Are you like Kim Kardashian? Because she's got a warehouse, right, where she's got everything that she's ever worn, and then it's all categorised. So she goes, oh, I wore this here. So there's memories attached to it. Is that where you were coming from?
She lives in Wandy, mate. She's not Kim Kardashian.
But she can still have memories attached to the outfits. Is it that, or is it just you've got a bit of a hoarder gene?
A bit of both, bit of column A, bit of column B. Mostly a hoarder. I mean, I have mail from like when I was 16, so I like to keep...
Oh, you should give it to Chelsea's husband. He'll throw it out.
It's a service he provides.
Shannon, that's pretty big.
Shannon, lesson learned, maybe?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Lesson learned?
No, absolutely. I'll keep holding things, but I'll just label a little bit clearer.
What about
maybe.
mix and matching some of those bits and pieces? You can't, or they
She's
just
worn it,
dresses?
Shaun. She can't.
No, it's just a thing. I re-wore one dress once, and someone was like, "Oh, I've seen you in that," and I was like, "No."
Oh, God.
What about hiring, Shannon, instead of...
Oh, that's a great
buying?
idea.
That's what my sister said, but I'm a bit possessive. I want to keep it.
For what? But you're never going to wear
Put
it
it in
again.
a room and never touch it again.
I'm saying it makes sense. It's not a logical thing to do.
Shannon, just want to let you know we've had 5 psychiatrists ring up and they want to have a chat with you.
Thanks, Shannon. Amy's in Beachborough. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, Ames. Who threw out what?
Well, he wasn't my partner at the time,
Yes.
but him and my mum ganged up on me and they threw out my kitchen sieve.
Your
It was like my
kitchen-
favourite. I'd had it. Like that you like drain your pasta and stuff with?
Yeah, a colander.
Like a colander, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wait there. They teamed up. They had to collude together
people.
to get rid of your colander.
Yes.
Why?
And I was not happy about it because it was like a little bit out of place and it was a little bit like bent, but I still was absolutely in love with it. And yes, they ganged up on me and threw it out. And he's my partner now, and him and my mum and me still laugh about it now.
And you've never quite let it go, I imagine.
I've never known anyone to be attached to a colander. Have you?
What?
No.
I'm attached to a pair of tongs I've got. Just because I use them to get my, I use these tongs to get the tray that I put my toast on under the grill. So
Instead of using the toaster,
they're my toast tongs. And if they're not, they weren't in the drawer the other week, and I was like, oh my God, and I put it in the wrong drawer, and I had a little bit of a panic of where my toast tongs were.
So without the toast tongs, how do you fetch your toast?
Oh, I didn't.
It's still there?
You're not using a toaster.
What?
I forgot you're not using a toaster.
Yeah,
I know we speak about it.
Jesus. It's in the box. How can I get it? Sorry.
Yeah, you can go and hang out with Shannon at her warehouse full of clothes.
We have a family pass to check out Sea Monsters exhibition, $100 cash. Chelsea, her husband just throws out the mail. She races home
She
for
has
the
to get
mail.
home first, or he throws her mail out because it's not addressed to him.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
This Saturday night at the Astor Theatre.
Yeah.
Rhys.
More Rhys.
So good they named it 3 times. Rhys Nicholson is headed our way. He joins us now from a very nice-looking office arrangement, Rhys. What's going on there?
Oh, thank you. This is my home that I live in.
Yeah.
You live in a home, you say.
I live in I'm very lucky.
Yep.
Things have gone pretty well for me. I live in a home.
I really love your dog lamp.
Oh, thank you. I don't know where I got that.
Oh, and your heart vase, like a real heart.
Oh, it's a real heart.
Yeah, I got a lot of kind of, I'll be honest, I got a lot of basic bitch stuff up on the wall.
You like
the books are just there to make me look smart. I mean, a lot of these books, like you guys would have this as well. You just get sent.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Like I do read. I am a reader, and I own a lot of like art books and stuff like that. And but like, let's be honest, I'm listening to a lot of audio books.
It's just easier.
And every time you get like the autobiography or an influencer sent from your publisher, you're like, yeah, I'll get right to that. Sure.
Yes, put it on the pile.
Rhys, whenever anyone's trying to sell a house in this current market, when you get to the kitchen, they have a Donna Hay book there.
Yeah.
Strategically placed. Do you have a Donna Hay book at home?
I don't. I do have a couple Donna Hay. I cook quite a bit, and so I have a different shelf that you can't see that is like I had all my cookbooks. Is this good radio? Just me pointing out things in my house.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah.
I ran out of space for I kind of collect cookbooks. I think cookbooks are really fun. Like even ones that I don't necessarily use all the time, but I think they were really fun. Like mechanism for a book, and they're really nice to just kind of breeze through and dream about the things that you might make and never do.
Yeah, you never do. That's the thing. You look at all these great pictures and they say how quick they are. This is a 10-minute meal. This is a one-pan dinner.
No, you buy Ottolenghi books. They're so beautiful. So beautiful, and yet the ingredients are almost impossible to source. So you
got it. And do you make a simple green salad and put your house up on the market just to get the ingredients for it?
So they need real rockets.
It's the only time I've ever seen a herb salad measuring out herbs in grams. It's like people usually go to court for measuring grams of herbs.
Yes.
Hey, Rhys, I watched The Imperfects, and you were really good in it.
Thank you. You were one of about 8 people that ever watched it.
I know. I've asked other people if anyone watched it, and they haven't. So it's sort of like a sci-fi series on Netflix. Yep. Rhys is one of the main characters. He plays like an evil Dr. Sarkov. But I just love how they looked at the entirety of you and went, okay, I want
all of that.
I want all of that
acting.
to be the Doctor. And it was like that. It was just like you, but you're an asshole.
Yeah. No, that's just me. Look, I think we filmed that during pandemic times, and we filmed it in Canada, and I think part of that is I got there, and maybe I think they realised I can't act in the way, so they were like, well, we've flown them here. I guess we just have to get what we get now. I did because that role was, it's like, I'm kind of the villain in the show, or am I?
But no, you're sort of not. Yeah.
And it was originally going to be like a straight man in his 50s, and he was going to be a romantic lead in the show with like one of the other characters. And then they couldn't find the right person for it. They were casting for ages. And then the Dennis Heaton, the guy that created the show, saw my Netflix special and went, let's just go that way. I think that's a funnier way to go. And so I got the job, and they flew me over and I filmed it. And I really loved it. It was the most fun I've ever had doing a job, I reckon.
I really liked it. I thought it was great. I was really impressed that they like I said, wrote a role seemingly just for you, and you were just being Rhys Nicholson, and anyone that would have known you would have gone, God, he's so good at acting. This is an amazing character creation.
That list is so realistic. The way that they seem really uncomfortable holding that gun, and don't seem to know any of the words that they're saying. Like, because I was a scientist in the show, I had to say. Like, I had to kind of phonetically learn a lot of my lines, because there'd be words like, because of you, I proved that acute genetic decay syndrome was caused by, like, it was just blah, blah. And then I'd shoot a child. So, my character had levels.
Yes.
Is there going to be a season 2 or not?
No, we've been told no, which is sad. I was so sad. It was so close. We almost did. I've been told. But tell you what, though, I mean, I'm lucky because I'm a comedian, because I get to go on tours, and I've got it was a really fun thing for me to do, but it's not my main thing. It made me realise Jesus Christ, actors have a hard life. Yeah.
Doing everything over and over though, Rhys. Yes. You get up and stand up and you say stuff like we do, and it's gone. One touch, it's gone. Just
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do my shows over and over. This is kind of, I'm calling this the Death Throes tour of this show. Yeah. I've done this show about over 100 times now. It'll be different.
So it's perfect now. Is that what you're saying?
It's pretty well. Yeah, it is, because I won a bunch of awards with it last year, and I figured if ever I can squeeze some cash out of a tour, it's this one. And so we're kind of just bringing it around again. But I do, the actors, they do have to do things over and over and over and over and over again. And sometimes it's just little movements you get wrong, or then the camera guy moves the wrong way or something. It did drive me crazy, because I'm used to, it's the same as you guys. I go to work at night, you guys go to work very late at night, as in early morning. But you're kind of in charge of what's going to happen. Yeah. Whereas there's 100 other people involved in making a show like The Imperfects. And if you ruin one little thing, we'd have these huge setup shots where there'd be an explosion happen and blah, blah. And if I get that one line at the end wrong, it's like a 2-hour setup again.
But
to re-explode everything.
But on the flip side, as you mentioned, Rhys, that you get it right, you nail it, and then the sound guy just misses it.
Or a plane flies over.
Let's do it again.
And you can't be hungover. I can be hungover at work if I want to be.
Well, everyone should go to Netflix and check out The Imperfects and just, like, you know what, get some interest in it again so we can get a season 2. I was invested. I liked it, Rhys. I really liked it. So.
I loved it. It was huge in Brazil, strangely. I've gotten a lot of fan art from, like, South America.
You're a super big deal in Brazil.
I'll do my huge tour in Brazil. I just want to, you know what, all I want to do, it's the only job I'll ever probably have that I can do. I want to just do a convention. That's all I want in my life.
Sure.
I want to sit with way too many signed pictures of my face that no one wants and just sit there alone while
and charge $20 a pop for them.
The Imperfects is like a thing that would be at Supernova or Comic Con.
Yeah.
So surely. Because one of the other, I love we're just talking about The Imperfects so much.
Yes.
Because I love to do it. So Italia Ricci, one of the other stars in the show, who is one of those people. She became kind of my best mate on the show and got me through it because I'd never acted in a TV show before, and she really looked after me. She's one of those actors that is in everything. Like, you know those actors that you're like, who is that? And then you realise they are in everything.
Yeah.
Those people make so much money, guys. Oh my God. Like, because she's in Designated Survivor. She was
love that show.
She met her current husband on the set of like American Pie 8 or something. But she's incredible, and she's such a good actor, and like is so happy just doing the work. Like, she doesn't want to be super famous. She doesn't want to be. She has a kid. She has a family. She just wants like a nice life and goes to work for a few months a year and works really hard.
I never thought about the in everything actors.
Yeah. Just like those sort of third-tier characters that pop up all over the place.
It's like when you look at Succession, it is every single one of those characters. I don't know if you guys watch the TV show Succession. It's all they're all those people. Like every character actor in Hollywood, I feel like, is in that show.
We've got a guy that works here who looks like Cousin Greg from Succession. His name's Harry. He's pushing the buttons.
He's a tall drink of water.
See, I find Greg kind of hot.
Well, you'll find Harry hot.
Harry, turn around and look at your camera.
Hello.
No, look at the camera.
I get that. Hi.
He's a tall drink of water, Harry.
See, I reckon, no spoil, but I reckon Greg's going to end up with the company. That's my. I
know. Something weird's going to happen there. I still don't get how Shiv and Tom are together, though. I don't get how that was ever a formation of a couple. Do you not get that?
Yeah. No, but we've all been with someone that, you know.
That mystifies
There's a reason you're with them and there's no other reason.
We should do that as a topic.
Call in. Who have you slept with that was really good but terrible outside of the bedroom?
Now you're talking. Don't take our jobs. Rhys is Rhys Nicholson's show this Saturday night at Astor. Tickets from rhysnicholson.com. It's a pleasure catching up with you.
So good to see you guys. And I know we're going, but like I genuinely love performing at the Astor. Like it's such an incredible venue.
Isn't it?
And I can't wait to come over. I love
you, Rhys.
Well, Perth can't wait to have you.
I know.
Thanks, Rhys.
Bye.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I missed something. What happened?
I think Harry's going to complain about something probably now.
I want to swear at you so bad now, Nathan.
Why?
Well, we just had lovely have some breakfast for Amy's birthday, celebrating hard.
What a gift for Amy.
Nathan goes to the bin, puts something in there, and then wipes his hand on my shirt. and you know this is my best one I'm wearing today for Amy's birthday, of course.
Yeah, you really dressed up as a gift for her.
Yeah.
Instead of, buying a gift for her.
Thanks. Thanks, Nath.
Well, there was a lot of oil on my hands from the potato jam.
Yeah, so what's he going to do? Where's he supposed to wipe it?
Like,
I've got to wipe mine now as well.
We're not in the napkin room, Harry.
What purpose do you think you serve if it's not to wipe our hands on you?
What am I?
Watch out, we have to go to the toilet.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Absolutely shocking news yesterday to hear about the passing of Joxon Frillo.
Well, I mean, completely unexpected, but even more so for us who was expecting a phone call from Jock because we had an interview scheduled for him. Now, we got a phone call, Amy, was it about just before 6?
Yeah, even earlier. It was about, because probably about 10 to 5.
Yeah, so
and a message from the publicist.
They said it's not.
Just saying it's cancelled.
Yeah.
However, would you like to speak to
Andy Allen?
Andy Allen.
Oh, and they offered that
because they didn't know. Andy and
know.
Melissa didn't know. So Andy and Melissa then
were doing
and
interviews.
we said absolutely not.
So Andy and Melissa were doing interviews, not knowing that Josh that he had passed.
That Jock had passed.
That Jock had passed.
God,
That's,
yeah.
I mean, awful. And of course, rightly so, Channel 10 has pulled MasterChef for this week. But it's like, how devastating for those two to have been talking and doing interviews.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
And then finding out that the reason that they were asked to do them was because Jock wasn't with us anymore.
So many people right now are trying to guess what happened. No one knows yet. There's no official word. So I think just, conjecture and speculation is just not going to help the situation at the moment. But I do wonder how people are going to go with watching this season of MasterChef now.
It's a very strange scenario, isn't it?
It's like, what do you like? He's not with us anymore, and I know that there's movies out there with people that are not with us, but this is very close. It was literally the day of the launch.
Yes.
The day of the launch.
And he has, really young children, and his wife and kids were in Italy, and he'd come back early to do the promotion for this show. And just, I can't imagine how awful it is to be. It's bad enough in any scenario to be on the other side of the world when this is happening. Oh, my God, I can't even imagine what that poor woman and those tiny kids are going through at the moment. So your heart goes out to them. It's just really, really horrendous.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun and the podcast.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
Oh my God, 10K a day in May. A guaranteed 10K winner every weekday.
All right, let's put some people in the running to win $10,000 this afternoon, starting with Alicia in Baldivis. Hi, Alicia.
Hi there.
Hi, Alicia.
She's qualified.
Hey, Alicia, we were talking about, if we want to win Lotto earlier on, right? And Shaun said that if he won, $1 million, he wouldn't cry, which I thought's insane.
No, because I'd cry. I'd cry after I'd made the winning putt to win an LPGA tournament.
But just
number one, because
you cry if you did something to earn 100%. That money. But if you just been given that money, you wouldn't cry.
I'll cry after footy games.
So just being given $1 million wouldn't be enough. Alicia, are you a crier when someone gives you money?
I am a crier over a lot of things, so definitely money.
So $10,000 gifted to you this afternoon.
I would be sobbing.
Sobbing. Yeah. You hear that, Shaun? Sobbing. That's coming from someone that doesn't have many mansions.
You're in the running, Alicia.
Like you.
Jess, hello. Hi, Jess.
One property.
Hi, how you going?
Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Do you cry if people give you, great things?
You are the worst.
I don't really win anything, so we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Oh, no, then you'll cry then.
No,
you never won anything.
She doesn't know. She might not.
Yeah, no.
I'm guessing she will.
No, I think Jess, she'll right at the start she'll be shocked, and then 3 days later she'll be doing something completely underrated, and she'll just burst into tears and fall into a heap on the ground.
Yeah, probably.
Jess, when you say you've never won anything, you've won absolutely nothing.
No, I haven't even won a raffle ticket, but I try.
Sweetheart, then
what a massive loser.
Until
now,
Jess.
Very unlucky.
I really hope that this afternoon you get a call. All right, good luck. Let's go to Sandra in Geraldton. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Nathan. How you going?
Good, Sandra. Hey, Sandra, $10,000 gifted to you this afternoon. You get the call. Would you be emotional enough to cry?
No, I'd be too busy jumping up and down excited.
There you go.
Yeah, I reckon you're a screamer rather than a weeper. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't give too much away, Sandra.
I can tell, Sandra. Well, you're in the running. Keep your phone on the Savo. Kira, hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, Kira.
Hi, Kira.
$10,000. Is that cry money?
Oh, excitement. I think I'd be like Sandra. I think I'd be jumping for joy, to be honest.
Yeah. So we've got an excitement money. When would you start crying? Is it $1 million? Is it 50,000? When's the tears come?
Probably six-figure, I reckon. Yeah.
600 grand.
Six figure.
Okay. She's got her standards.
Yeah.
She does. All right.
Yeah. Got to set them high.
You're in the running. Good luck. And finally, Elisa, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Elisa.
All the girls today.
$10,000, Elisa. Would that make you cry?
That $100 would make me cry.
Absolutely.
We feel ya.
Struggle town.
All right. Well, you're in the running to win 10K a day in May. Good luck this afternoon, okay?
You got to keep your phone handy, everyone, because Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel could be calling you back.
Yeah, don't worry. If you missed out, there's plenty more chances to get in today's draw.
Including just getting on air with us at any time.
Anytime. So if you've been on air with us this morning, you're in.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Now, my cousin Meg is in town at the moment. Her and her partner Pete are doing something amazing. They've taken a couple of years off. They've bought a caravan and they're going to travel around Australia.
Amazing.
You know what? When you go up north in particular, you run into people like this and it makes you so jealous.
I've got friends doing it now and they're at Carragini and they are loving life. They're from Victoria. They're loving life.
So they're yet to set off on their trip. Meg's just over here for a quick visit before she flies back over to Melbourne. And then when Pete comes back
is she doing the
UK,
recce mission, is she?
Yeah, or she's just over here, you know, like seeing everyone before they start on their big mission. So in November the 1st, she's going to be in Esperance.
Right.
And she's going to stay there for about 6 weeks.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. So I said, well, maybe during that time, I mean, because we're not on break yet, I said, but maybe during that time I can
swing down?
I can send Mum and Dad to go and see you in Esperance. So I was talking to Mum and Dad about flying them there, and Dad said, no, if we go to Esperance, we'll end up driving. And then he goes, but we'll just spend the night in Albany. Anyway, so I was telling my mate
that's
Popey.
not on the way to Esperance.
Yeah,
I can tell you. That's not the way to Esperance.
Yeah. So I was telling Popey about it, and then Popey goes, why are they going Albany way? Which you can go Albany way, but why are you going Albany way? It puts so much longer time on there. And I said, I don't know, I think it's just the way they prefer. And he goes, well, they should really go through Hyden. He said that cuts,
it's the
so
much
time
way
off there.
So instead of going 4.5 hours to Albany and then another 5 hours to Esperance, it would be 7.5 hours total.
And there's less trucks
Hyden
as well, apparently. Popey was saying.
It depends on the time of year.
Yeah. Well, he drives it all the time, so Popey reckons there's way
If it's
less
harvest,
trucks.
there's lots of grain trucks on those roads.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I said to him, well, where would they stay in Hyden? Because Popey goes, he stays in Hyden. He goes, there's some accommodation there. So then I just started Googling the accommodation. It's like, there's 4 places at best.
Because people go out there purely to go to Wave Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Yeah, I know.
That's it.
Oh.
Anyway, so I was like, wonder what the accommodation at Hyden is like. I'm not going to name any businesses right now, but I have
But there's only
Googled
4
one
of them.
Yes, it's one of 4. But and look, it's not surprising, but I do think it's funny. This is the bedroom in one of the places that they have advertised.
So
now,
this is
It's now 80.
It's a twin room.
Yeah, imagine 80s pipeline single beds, right? So that's the beds, and then there's like an old bedside drawer in between them, like a desk lamp from the 70s, I think. Big, heavy calico drapes. Just a plain brown brick wall.
That's the sort of brick wall that your hair would get caught on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, Natalie.
And so luckily there's a bed. No, there's no bed head.
No bed head.
No, there's just a bare, a strange little white pillow.
The white pillow looks like it's 400 years old.
It's
lumpy. It has no fluff in it at all, and then it's like 2 sad doonas over there. And I just started laughing. Popey goes, what? And I started explaining it to him, the bedroom. And then I said, you know what's amazing is that this business isn't even trying. They've gone, we're going to take a photo to put it online. Not even one person in that scenario has gone, do you want to fluff the pillow up a bit? No.
And also, I think they took the photos in 1974.
Yes.
That's what it looks like. And at the time, that was probably cutting edge. And they just thought, we don't need to change those.
It's amazing. And I was just saying to him, mate, it must be such a great experience or such a great situation to be in, to be a business that doesn't need to try.
Yes,
because you're one of 4 places where people can stay.
Yeah,
if you're in a business and you're in a small country town and no one else has got any options. I'm not
Why
saying this
try?
happens all the time.
Yes.
Why would you ever buy new bedspreads for the beds?
Yes.
Why would you ever buy a pillow? You've had that one for 50 years. You'll keep it for another 50. People have to stay here.
That pillow's got some stories to tell.
Yeah.
Well, what about that place that your parents stayed at in Kalgoorlie, where because Kalgoorlie is booked out all the time?
Yeah. So the taps weren't working, the plumbing wasn't working, all that sort of stuff. So Dad, as a point, went to the office and said, "Excuse me, do you have any tools or anything because the plumbing's not working?" And instead of saying, "Oh no, sir, so sorry, we'll get someone onto that for you," they said, "Yeah, some tools at the back."
Do it yourself.
So Dad had to go and get the tools and fix it himself because they don't care. This is another place. I'm not going to name it. It's here in Perth. It's up in the northern suburbs. It's a Chinese takeaway place in a food hall sort of situation. Okay. And me and Mum go, we went there once, and this is how we discovered it. But ever since we've gone back just to see if they've taken care of the situation, and they haven't. We call it Dirty Till Chinese because the register at the front is so filthy. It has got it's one of those ones where you could scratch it off with your fingernails.
So it's accumulated grime.
Accumulated grime. It is brown and dirty and various stains on it. And we're just going, if that's the register at the front of the counter,
what's
what is
out the
happening?
back?
The back.
Doesn't bear thinking about,
But they don't even care.
I know.
They don't care.
I used to live around the corner from a deli that's no longer there, unfortunately, but they used to, their shelf displays, they would say maybe, you know how, so it was like an Italian deli, and they would, you know, like say, for example, tins of tin tomatoes, right?
Yep.
They would get the box.
Yep.
Put it on the shelf,
Rip it,
and rip the front of it. So then you just go in and they didn't care. And then there was a display of emu oil on one end of the shelf, and that I reckon had been there for 35 years because the dust on it. Yeah. Nobody had bought emu oil in 35 years, and no one was going to. I've never seen a dustier display in all my life. They didn't care.
This is what we want to talk about. 13 24 10. Businesses that don't care and your experiences with them, whether it be accommodation, it could be food, it could be a corner deli. The common thing is they don't care. We're going to give somebody $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market where they do care.
Oh, do they ever?
Oh, they care deep like a river. Bouquets, hampers, homemade chocolates. The Herdsman Market has you sorted this Mother's Day.
All right, have you frequented a business that just appears to not care at all? Matt's in Alkimos. Morning, Matt.
Morning.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, Matt. Now, have you got a business that you went, oh, hang on, they're just not trying?
It's been a business for a long, long time in my hometown back in Ireland.
Yeah.
The guy goes out the back, puts the coal and the firewood on the fire, comes out, and you order some pick and mix sweets or lollies, and he picks them up with his dirty hands that are full of coal and puts them into the bag for you, and off you go. But everybody still goes into them every single day.
Does it give it a nice taste or something, the added coal and dirty hands?
Literally nowhere else to shop? What's going on?
This store is just in the centre of the town. It's been around for as long as my parents were younger, so everybody just goes in and out, and he still does not clean his hands before he does his pick and mix for you.
You just want to give him a whole lot of hand sanitizer, wouldn't you?
You know what I love is that everyone in the community has just accepted this.
Yeah, that's right. That if you want lollies...
then they're going to be delivered in this man's grubby hands. Mate.
I mean, it'd be enough to put you off,
Build your immune system over time.
Oh, good on you, Maddie. Thank you. Pep, hello.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Good, Pep. Okay, have you encountered a business that appears to not be trying?
Look, my poor son and his partner were up north looking after a cattle station, 48 degrees in across from Port Hedland.
Yep.
Took them 4 hours to drive in. We found the only room available on the long weekend, which cost them $480.
Oh!
Walked in, very similar to what you were describing before, and as he went in to turn the tap, the shower head fell off, came out the wall. The taps were dripping. Water was all over the floor. He didn't want to say a word to his lady, so he sent her out to look for some food while he ran to Bunnings down the road. Came back and fixed it with his own tools.
Oh, he fixed it himself. And he had to go and buy the parts to do that.
He bought the parts, didn't tell her.
Which is easier.
What have you been up to?
There's a Bunnings in Port Hedland.
Of course there is.
No, I didn't know that.
Everywhere.
Sure. Port Hedland, mate. That blows me away.
That's what you're taking from that story. Did you think it was more of a Mitre 10 town, did you?
I thought so. Definitely not a Masters. But...
It's a home hardware. Thank you, Pep. That's exactly what we're talking about, everybody.
Both of them. We are talking about the most untrying businesses that don't seem to care, and nothing that you say will make them try.
No, that's right. Hello, Barbie.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Barbie. What sort of business did you encounter? Tell us about it.
Okay, so we wanted to get ourselves a lotto ticket. We were feeling a bit lucky, and we had a look to see who would be open. We Googled to see who's still open, went to a news agency, and they were not open. And feeling disappointed, and then also having to rush to find somewhere else, I left a Google review just saying, I can't comment on the service because we didn't get any because it wasn't open when it was advertised as being open.
Oh, Barbie, that's a bit of a barb.
Hurtful, Barbie.
I've never met anyone that's left a Google review, so I am excited about this.
Well, 2.5 weeks later, late on a Saturday night, I got a reply from the owner that said, "Screw you, we don't need you."
They don't
Consequently,
care.
I haven't been there. I've never shopped there. I have never shopped there
Well, then
because
I
I've
tried.
never been there before.
You know how they're still open? Because they don't need you.
I know. Do you know, sometimes I just stand there and look at it.
and refuse to go in.
I do. I thought I might go in, pick up a whole heap of stuff and then walk out and say, "Oh, screw you, I don't need you." But I didn't. I don't. I'm not that person.
You want to be
I just
like in
shop
Pretty
elsewhere.
Woman, go back with all your a whole lot of
Purchases,
magazines
yep.
that you bought somewhere else and say, big mistake, huge. That's what you
so
want to do.
good, Barbie.
Brilliant work. Thanks, Barbie. Kylie, hello.
Yeah, hey.
Morning,
All right,
Kylie.
Kylie, have you encountered a business that doesn't care?
Oh, yeah. I was down at Frio Market, one of the markets down there in the food court area.
Yep.
And back in the day before you were staring into your mobile phone, I was just waiting for someone looking around, observing everything.
Yeah.
And I see the kebab shop guy, he's run out of meat, so out the back he goes, comes back out with a new big stick, kind of, the slab of meat that they put on the rotisserie there.
Yeah.
On the way back, his phone rings, so he's got to take a call, right?
Yeah.
Where else has he chucked a big slab of meat but on top of one of the rubbish bins? I know it was not plastic wrap, it wasn't covered in anything, just this raw chunk of meat straight on top of the bin, takes his call, and then, finishes up and toddles back over and puts it up ready for lunch.
Oh, no!
Kylie.
Oh,
That's an absolute cracker. Oh, that's so good.
No amount of garlic sauce is going to kill that.
Believe my eyes.
You know what? No one would have known.
No, he's about to cook it for, I don't know, they cook those things for ages.
But it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I love that, in fact, that he did not care who was watching him do it.
No, didn't even think twice about his raw meat on the bin.
Can I just say, I loved every one of those businesses.
So good.
Every one of them.
And everybody that we just spoke to is now in the running for Nova's 10K a day in May. They could get a call back this afternoon from Ricky, Lee, Tim and Joel with some good news.
Yeah, absolutely. $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market. Bouquets, hampers and homemade chocolate. The Herdsman Market has you all sorted this Mother's Day. Great calls all around, as Nathan said. I'm going to give it to Barbie.
Barbie. Screw you, Barbie.
Screw you, Barbie.
Hey, that's a lot of tickets.
We don't need you, Barbie.
Yeah,
oh, wait, we do. We really do. We really do, Barbie.
Never leave us, Barbie. Never leave us.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
It's a special day today.
Well, we've been celebrating our producer Amy's birthday. Like, she really wants it put on thick.
She's 41, everyone.
Yep.
41.
She has high expectations.
She looks great.
She looks amazing. Be proud of your age, everyone. Do not hide it. You've done amazing stuff in 41 years.
Now, earlier this
Happy
morning,
birthday, Amy.
some of us gave you presents, but some left it till the last minute.
Yeah.
Well, these were well and truly organised, but didn't want to take
Amy, come around here. Come around this side. Natalie got Amy a beautiful bottle of black liquid gin.
Yes, it's a scapegrace bottle.
Don't open it yet, Amy.
Beautiful bottle of gin.
Ruby, what did you buy? You bought
bottle of wine.
A beautiful bottle
And
of
Nathan
red.
bought a very stylish jacket that Amy picked out.
Yes, it's fur jacket from Tacuba.
Faux fur.
Tacuba.
Yeah.
So then it was left to me and Harry, who, the first thing this morning, we didn't think it was appropriate that you got a present. Straight up. It was too early.
Yeah. Of course.
You wanted to
gag. You need the gag.
You want layers when you're getting birthday
that's right.
presents.
Yeah. So you're saying that you have bought her a present all along?
This was all part of the plan.
You and Harry have bought her a present all along?
Well, Sean had organised something late and asked if I could cut in.
Yeah, right.
That's on brand.
And I might have got prompted.
So this is the first present you've ever bought her, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's okay. 10 years, like,
yeah.
you have to.
And you wouldn't
10 years.
And you wouldn't have bought it for your 40th. You had to wait till your 41st.
You know.
All right,
Well, I had the rubber boots,
So
but I
I've
had
got
to keep them myself.
Oh, it's heavy.
Heavy.
Guys.
Okay.
Careful.
10 years.
Oh, my God. What could it be?
Proper, like it's wrapped in proper happy birthday paper and everything. Good, great wrapping.
What did you get?
Your favourite?
What did you get?
A 1.5 kilo tray of barn-laid eggs. And a tin of tuna in spring water.
In spring water?
One tin of tuna.
John West.
Wow.
It's a lot of eggs, Amy. You do love eggs. So
She loves eggs every morning.
I have 2 every morning.
Every
Yeah.
morning.
So this has saved me about...
That's a couple of weeks worth.
A couple of dollars, probably
That'll last
about
you ages.
$10.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that you've got all the presents out of the room, where's the value?
Yeah, by far.
By far the 30 eggs and can of tuna.
Yeah, that's right. Because, I mean, that's going to last her a good few weeks, whereas the bottle of gin, she's going to knock that off tonight. So.
100%. And the jacket, because it's a good jacket, you're going to wear it.
Yeah, but it's not
the
that
jacket.
cold that often.
Amy's husband, Alex, doesn't like a hairy woman, so he'll be shaving the fur off that as soon as she gets home.
You can't eat a jacket either.
She already drank the bottle of wine.
You cannot eat a jacket.
Good stuff, mate.
We hope you have a great day, Amy.
Thank you so much, Shaun and Harry.
You're welcome.
Yeah, what a gift.
What a gift.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get stuck into it.
We're going to be back tomorrow with our
we are.
extremely old producer.
And Stephen K. Amos is going to be joining us as well. He's going to stick around from 8 o'clock tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
We love having him in the studio.
So, I mean, now officially, everybody in the room, except for Sam, has bought Amy a present.
No.
Why
Zach,
doesn't
Zach,
flowers?
Zach's over there.
Zach.
Yeah, we went halves.
Oh, so that's from you and Zach.
Yeah. When you say you went halves, because Shaun handed over his card for that. So how did you two pay? Exactly.
Yeah, Shaun, the receipt too.
Okay. What was that?
Paid for him.
Shaun paid for the flowers, but apparently they're from Zach and Sam.
So everyone in the room's bought a present for Amy?
In this room.
Hello, Ross.
in the next room.
Hello, happy birthday, Amy. I did message you this one.
Is there a present barrier where the...
Yeah. Oh, I offered her a birthday coffee.
Yeah, they're cool.
And I would like in on the flowers. I know it's...
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.